Just a disclaimer, before we get into this exciting video from the Pixie Palace, there will be noise in the background because, as usual with my Pixie magic, every time I hit the record button or I'm about to, background noise does happen immediately. And that means kids screaming outside, neighbors stomping upstairs, and garbage trucks in the distance for your hearing pleasure. So I'm sure airplanes will come in, Timmy will start acting up, and who knows, it's Halloween, anything can happen. So I just want to let you guys know things are normal here at the Pixie Palace. So just bear with me, any noise you might hear in the background, out of my control, but let's get into it. Hello everyone, this is Jen Nieto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with another moon card reading for the Moon Watch series. First of all, happy Halloween. It's October 31st, 2020 already. This whole month flew by, and I feel like a parrot sometimes because I'm always saying that in my videos about how time goes so fast, but it really is, and I know I'm not alone in that feeling. Today is actually a little bit more powerful than other full moons. Aside from it being the second full moon in October in itself, we're in the blue full moon in Taurus. And Taurus is a very high vibrational energy. One thing I'm already sensing intuition-wise, or maybe it's being channeled through, we are all starting to awaken a little more and we're becoming more aware. So awareness is a big word right now. Now, I'm not talking just about surface level things. There are a lot of things going on in the world, and I don't even have to go into that because we all know what all of that is. But it's more of a tapping into ourselves and being more aware of how we affect things, how we affect each other, about how our own thoughts can affect ourselves. I did a video on that a little bit ago. Basically taking our power back, but in different ways. And it's going to be different for each of us. Some of us are going to see monumental shifts within our lives, and some of us are going to see just small little tweaks. But they're all powerful in their own right. Now is the time to be more self-aware and to be more mindful interactions. Things are really getting crazy. They've been crazy all year, but it's starting to get even more crazy. There's a lot of anger coming out. There's a lot of purging of old ways and old emotional baggage that we all hung on to. And some of it is necessary. But now is the time to be mindful in how we deal with that, and also how to uplift one another in different things. So as I get into the card reading, I do want to invite you to like this video. Feel free to subscribe or follow. I would love to have you along for the journey. And every like helps my channel grow. And that way I can do more valuable content for you guys. So I'm going to be using my normal Moonology Oracle card deck from Yasmin Boland. As usual, I love her cards. Basically, they're just usually so spot on. It's amazing. So I'm going to do a 3-card draw as always. I already cleared the deck. I'm going to shuffle them, and we're going to see what comes up. All right. And to assist with the energies, I also have my angel, I forget the exact name of it. I'm really starting to learn crystals, so forgive me, I'm kind of bad at it, and I'm not going to fake it. I just like them, and I like the energy on them. But this is to help with angelic energy. If you are trying to communicate with your spirit guides, that's a really good time to do it right now, especially on Halloween, but even afterwards, because the veil is thinning between the spiritual realm and our world. And it's nothing scary or hocus pocus or anything. It's just more that we're connecting with our higher selves, our intuition. And if we have a loved one that we lost, especially recently, we may find signs and synchronicities that they're thinking of you or they're checking in. And I had that when my husband passed about 5 years ago. He would check in, leave like little messages, but it was up to me to be aware of them. So this helps highlight that. And I also have my rose quartz, which is very important for love, especially unconditional love, self-love, and even romantic love, pretty much love of all forms. So those will assist, but let's get into it. Okay, do a final shuffle, and we're going to see. First card is already spot on. Oops. Okay. This is very interesting reading. Okay. The first one is, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And you guys know I don't have to go there too much. It's pretty self-explanatory. I did a video the other day where it was talking about how we need to be more mindful in our words, be mindful in our thoughts, especially with self-talk. And this is basically cementing that message. It is time to stop the negative self-talk. It's time to realize our own value. And it doesn't mean that you're above anybody or act arrogant about it, but just know your own worth. Because there are people in your lives that can totally tell you all the time how wonderful you are, how worthy you are, how valuable you are. And even I can do that in my videos, and I love doing that because I really believe that. But it's up to you to believe that. That's the only way you're going to see your own self-worth. So it's time to really check in with yourself, even if there are flaws and things you don't like about yourself. Focus on the positive things. Release the things you can't control. We all have faults. We all have quirks. We all have habits. Things about ourselves that we don't like. And unfortunately, we tend to focus on the negative more than the positive. And that's a human trait that we all have, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So release the negativity about that, but also try not to hold on to negative energy that's maybe around you or in your environment. Anything that is toxic and that doesn't serve you. And again, that doesn't mean we sugarcoat things. It doesn't mean everything's Pollyanna and sunshine and rainbows. It just means we need to achieve balance. We need to stop focusing on one or the other. Negativity does not serve us. And when we express that in a harmful way, we only hurt ourselves and we hurt others around us, whether it's indirectly or directly. So just take time to just check in with yourself, and it will actually raise your vibration. And that's what we all want, because that's when things flow. That's when you feel better and you'll feel lighter, and you'll be much better for yourself and for everyone around you. So, okay, this one, if I can get the card to go. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Now, I find this really fascinating because, as I said earlier, we're all becoming a little more self-aware. We're becoming aware of things around us, that maybe not everything was exactly how it appeared to be. We're tapping into our truths, and we're stepping out on faith a little bit more than we used to. And I know that may not apply to everybody, but it does seem to be happening more and more, and it will continue to do so. So now is the time to be bold and make the first move. And that can mean anything. The first thing you thought of when you saw this card is most likely the message that needs to get to you. For me, it's more pushing myself out of the comfort zone. I got in such a routine lately that now I notice things are becoming a little stagnant and becoming a little more forced. And it's not that my content is forced, but it's just my morning routine, and some things are flowing, other things aren't, and before it was all flow. So now I know I need to make a little bit of a change, be bold, make the first move, and change it for myself, even if it's just a small little tweak here and there, and that way I can be more in the flow again. And it really makes a big difference. It really does. And for other cases, it may be something bigger. It could be going for that business endeavor that you've been on the fence about but really wanted to do. Or it could be telling someone you love them for the first time. Or it could be even something simple as showing someone you really appreciate them when you normally don't show that. It's actually, in a way, being a little more vulnerable, but in more an empowering way. It's showing a side to yourself that maybe you don't normally show. This can really open doors for you. It can really set the tone in your path where it might take a better direction than you could have ever imagined. So be bold, be yourself, be unapologetically yourself. And when your authenticity comes through, wow, watch out, world. That will be amazing. And you'll feel good. You'll know you're being yourself. You're not being something that somebody else wants. And it's really, really important to remember who we truly are and not be afraid to express that. So just remember that as well. And the last card, which is quite nice, I like. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. I love this. And luck can come in many forms. I see luck not as like a rabbit foot type of thing. I think of it as blessings. I think of it as maybe positive karmic energy. Just different things. And it depends on your perception. So whatever you get from it, that's fine. But good things are coming. We are going to be facing some more craziness. I'm not going to lie about that. I've already got that feeling. But there is going to be positive change in some aspects. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have to get through the muck to get to the good stuff. And it's really hard because a lot of us are afraid of change. Change is very uncomfortable for human beings. And once we're comfortable, we just like to stay there because it's warm and cozy. But when we start stepping out on faith and being bold and making the first move, that is when luck is on your side. Your spirit guides will be with you. God will be with you. Whatever you believe in, whatever you resonate with, they're there. Whether it seems that way or not, they will be there. Because when you start taking chances on yourself and realize you can be part of the change, it's amazing. I mean, it's unparalleled. And I really believe that there will be an energetic shift if we stay united, if we keep working on ourselves. If you haven't started, now is the time. Release and work through the triggers, work through your shadow work, work on whatever you need to, but please release. That is what the universe is stressing right now. Because when we release the energy that no longer serves us, we make room for the new energy to come in. And whatever we have been trying to manifest or been hoping for, that's when it'll come in. But we have to come from an energy of empowerment and really work on these things. Not just say it, not just go, oh yes, I know I need to work on this, and don't do it. That doesn't count. A couple of things I've worked through. It was amazing when I finally was able to let go and release, because not that much later, something beautiful came in. And it was really, really amazing to see the universe at work. The universe wants to give you what you want. The universe wants to help you. The universe does have your back, but we need to get out of our own way and release. So luck is on your side in all different forms. Now is the time to do that because you will see results. So, excuse me for my voice. Unfortunately, with some of these readings, sometimes when I start really getting into the flow, energies come through, not so great energies, and they try everything to stop it. You'll start getting glitches. You'll start getting a voice coming out. So forgive me for that. So that is the blue full moon in Taurus reading for October 31st, 2020. I really hope that it resonated for you. If there's something that really hit home for you, let me know in the comments below. I would love to have a conversation with you. And I think we can learn a lot from each other when we do that. So I wish you a beautiful weekend. I will be back Monday for Mindful Monday. And until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.